Walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him, on God. Walking this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him, on God.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Rush. It's your boy, Maxx Crosby in the building. I got my brothers with me, Brogan Roback, Darian Terrell. Boys, how are we doing? We're back.
We're great.
God.
Happy Memorial Day, boys. Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day. Shout out to all the vets out there.
Shout out
to the vets. God bless America. Love you all. I mean, that being said, it's tough to have a bad day. It's Memorial Day. Actually get nice weather around here. It's like summer. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Everybody in Vegas they don't get it. They're out in Vegas. They get summer year round.
We get summer all the time.
It's
man.
like nice enough now, but it's not. It's just that far away, D. I don't know if it is down there in Ohio, but it's almost lake weather, but it's not quite. So that's a little frustrating, but nonetheless, It's all right.
But the funny thing is it's 72 degrees, but it rained the last 10 days. People here don't give a f***. The lake is literally full and people are out swimming. And I mean, that water is freezing, but it's America. But other than that, how are you doing? Back to football. I feel like the grass is in the air, right? You get the helmets on, running around. How's it going?
Bro, we're thriving. First, I want to shout out my grandpa Ron too, RIP legend. He was in Vietnam. He passed a few years ago, but I wouldn't be. Had a shout out to my grandpa Ron. He's an absolute legend, the GOAT. But anyway, it's been amazing, bro. Back in OTAs, back in action, flying around, doing our thing, bro. It's just it's been a ball so far. So yeah, Pete's been amazing, being with the guys, getting after it, competing. It's definitely been an incredible offseason so far. So yeah, we're off to a good start. It's crazy how fast it flies by though. I feel like every year, bro, just it happens faster and faster, bro. It's crazy.
The off season, bro, is what I feel like is incredible. It's really not that long. No, it's not. It's like football just ended, and football is pretty much in a month from now going to be back, which I love.
Thank God.
It's insane. It's insane. I'm already going into year 7.
Oh,
year 7, bro. I'm
old head.
Maybe this is weird thinking, but 7 years, it's almost like there's not enough time off. I don't know. It's like not a full year. So are you technically getting like a season and a half in the year? Do you get what I'm saying? All right. So football season starts when and ends when?
It starts in September. I mean, it depends what you consider as football season. You talking about the actual season? You talking about the
pads are cracking in August. Let's say it starts in August. It ends in February.
Starts in August, ends in February. Yes.
Depending on the birthday, you might have a season and a half under your belt before you technically change age. Correct? Or am I wrong?
You're totally wrong.
Do you think so, for real?
With you.
It just feels like in football terms, it's not a full year is what I'm getting at here. It just feels like it's so close together that you're not waiting that long in between seasons is what I'm getting at. That's all. In a weird way.
It's still a whole year turnaround. You have a full off season.
You get OTAs.
It's
still a year. But it's I think I understand what you're trying to get at.
I'm talking like OTAs and all that. Technically, I get what you mean. Yes, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. I kind of, but yeah.
He doesn't get it. That's all right. So since you're an old head, you're officially a veteran. What do you see that's been different inside of the building this year? Whether that be with Pete coming in and like what competitions is he bringing to the building and to the team? Like, what do you feel and see that's been different since years past?
Yeah, it's just it's honestly just you enjoy showing up every single day. Like it's been so fun, and it's like it reminds me of kind of like that college energy, like if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like our team is super close. Like we truly enjoy being around each other all the time. Like it's not like we haven't in the past, but like how it's designed, the culture and how everything goes, like we're just constantly doing things together and we're always competing and doing events and like certain things together. And Pete is the engine behind that. You know what I mean? He has a formula that he lives by, and it's no joke, and it's amazing because it's real. Like, everybody lives by it. If you don't live to that standard, as far as a coach or a player, you're not going to last. You know what I mean? And he's very serious about it, and it's a winning formula. He's done it and won, national championships, Super Bowls, doing it this way. So he knows how to do it, and, he's implementing that every day, and he puts it on the players too, to continue, furthering that culture. So yeah, being a captain, being a leader, that's something that I take, obviously really serious. And, I've been a part of a lot of different regimes and different, identities as far as like culture and things like that. But this one's been incredible so far. So it's been really dope. And just seeing how the guys respond and like having fun and doing all the competitions at the end of practice. And, it's so dope. And yeah, I got to give him a ton of credit.
What's been the funnest, like your favorite one so far? Favorite competition, favorite event, favorite challenge? What's been number one?
Honestly, bro, like, he's a huge basketball guy. Like, there's hoops. There's a hoop in the team meeting room. There's a hoop on the field. There's literally basketball hoops, I feel like, everywhere. So my favorite are the basketball competitions, and I'm 2-0 in my competitions, and I just recently won one on Thursday on the field after practice. So, I'm not going to call it any of my teammates, but I'm sure the footage will come out at some point. But yes, I'm winning. I'm 2-0. And I'm a real shooter, so don't play with me. But it's
is there like a lot of basketball terminology or analogies with Pete then? Because in the Seahawks, he had hoops everywhere too. So there must be something here.
For sure. Like, he definitely loves basketball. Like, during the playoffs are going on right now. Like, we'll start the meetings on Monday, and he'll put up a highlight video of like all like the games from the weekend, and we sit there, he puts it on, he turns the lights off, and we watch all the highlights of the games. Yeah. It's just dope, bro. Like, he's just he's like one of us. Like, he's one of the guys. He loves being a part of the team. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes head coaches are very like, they try to distance or like make it two separate entities, like a players and coaches. But like, Pete is wearing a glove and on the field throwing freaking hook routes and crossing routes. Like, he wants to be on the field with the guys, like, at all times. So, which I think is so dope. And people always want to talk about his age. I haven't seen a coach yet be out there with as much energy and as much love for the game as him. So yeah, it's been cool to see, bro.
He's not faking it. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing that I gather from that, and you can always tell. That's the biggest thing, Max. You could probably speak to it better than anyone, but you've had however many coaches in the last few years, and with Pete, when coaches are either faking it or they're really not about what they're preaching. Maybe they don't live it, whatever. But with Pete, I'm assuming there's a vast difference with him right away that you could tell with maybe over the years past, or just in general, of why he had so much success leading up till now in the past and ready to lead this team.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, that's one thing about the NFL. If someone's bullshitting or someone's really about it, and he is, and he's got a track record to prove it. And that energy is just real. Like, it's contagious, and you never want to let a type of coach like that down. You know what I mean? You want to show him like, no, like, I got more energy than you. And, it's just like a match made in heaven. I feel like, on a personal standpoint, just because I know, like, and you guys know, like, how much energy I bring to the game and how much I bring every day in the building and what I'm about. Like, I literally live and I'm obsessed with football and being the best at what I do. And he's the same way. And he's like, at the same time, like, everything's fun and everything's, a great time to be around, and it's amazing, but like, he's trying to win. Like, don't get that mistaken. Like, he's not, that's the plan, is to win. Like, ultimately all the culture, all the things we do is all tied into winning. That's the ultimate goal. You're not going there to just have fun and, fuck off. Like, we're working hard and getting after it, but he's a competitor. He's not trying to lose to nobody. So, yeah, bro, it's been really cool so far.
That's dope. And I love that energy. Like you said, it's a match made in heaven. We know you feed off of energy. You're usually the one feeding everybody else. So for you to have a source is exciting to hear. But that being said, with the whole group back together, you get a bunch of different pieces, right, that join the roster every single year. Who's some new guys, new faces on the team that's genuinely impressed you to date? I know the pads haven't come on. I know we haven't gone full live, no game reps, but to date, who's impressed you the most?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick. Obviously the rookies. big shout out to all the rooks. They've been awesome so far, showing up ready to work, bringing that juice as well. But I'm gonna pick one from each side of the ball that has stood out to me so far. Just like not only the eyeball test, but just what I've seen on the field so far. Obviously, it's OTAs. We got a lot of work to do, and they're not even playing real football yet. But these two dudes have stood out to me for sure. So on defense, Darian Porter, big cornerback. I will say this kid, like, he's been a receiver his whole life. That's the first thing I'm like, okay, this kid's played receiver. Like, is he even, like, how can you even make that transition? But you've seen it happen before. Yeah, you got ball skills, and also you've seen guys like Richard Sherman. It makes like too much sense in Pete's pedigree to bring in a guy like him. So the second we drafted him, like, I wanted to know more about him, see what he's about, see what kind of person he is. I immediately, like, when he got drafted and got here, like, I went up to him, and we've had a lot of good conversation. And this dude is he's a freak of nature, bro. Like, looking at him on the field, like, he looks like a starting X receiver. Like, he's out these 6'4", I think 6'3", 6'4", rangy, and running a 4.3. He runs like a gazelle out there, and he's got ball skills, which is crazy. Especially at cornerback, you don't see it. It's typically not at that level. So, yeah, he's adapted really fast. He's been like he's super humble, super quiet kid, but he's showing up to work every day and getting better. And he's getting put in positions to go and compete against the best guys on our team. And I think he's responded really well. So yeah, big shout out to Darian Porter on the defensive end. He's a stud. And also I got to shout out my guys too. I don't want to be biased and just name D lineman the whole time. I know this is the rush, but we got some young dudes that we brought in on that D line that are getting after it. I mean, my guy Tonka and Big JJ, they're moving. Even the guys, the undrafted guys too, they're getting after it as well. So
are they fitting well in the room too?
Yeah, they fit in well. It's been a seamless transition. So, but yeah, I don't want to take away from Darian's moment. So Darian Porter on the defense for sure. And then on offense, I know that the easy one, everyone always gonna, you talk about Ashton, you talk about Jack, both of them look like ballers. Have been awesome so far. But Dante Thornton, the dude we drafted from Tennessee, the big receiver, 6'4", another freak, 6'4", I think he might be 6'5", runs a 4.3. He reminds me of Martavis Bryant. Like, he even looks like him. He's tall, skinny, wears number 10. He's got the grills in. He's got the dreads. Like, the way he runs, the way he catches the ball, like, he reminds me of Martavis. And it's crazy because a kid like that who's, he had success in college, but hasn't hit his full potential yet. Seeing him on the field and realizing what he can be is, from a player perspective, like, holy shit, like, this dude could be something serious. But he's got a long way to go. And that's the beautiful part about it. And for me, like, being a leader and being on the other side of the ball, I always try to, touch as many, people on the field and many guys in the locker room that I can, get close with and help out. And a kid like that who's super humble, just young, trying to figure it out with all the potential in the world. Those are the type of guys that I try to, get in their ear early, and definitely try to help them out because everybody's path isn't the same. But a kid like him, like, you could see it, like, he really wants it. He needs a little bit of guidance, but, he's a stud. He's an absolute freak. You watch him out on the field and you're like, holy he doesn't look like everybody else. He doesn't look like everybody else. So, yeah, super excited about him. He's looked great, though. He's been making plays and flying around. And, you got to give a big shout-out to Dante Thornton. He's looked really good so far, no doubt.
That's big time.
It takes balls to sack a quarterback. It takes Sax underwear to support your balls. I've teamed up with Sax as their newest ambassador to bring you game-changing underwear. Sax underwear is versatile and comfortable. I wear it to train, hang out, and even sleep. They've got a pair for everything, and it allows me to be limitless every day. Use my code, TheRush24, for 15% off at Sax.com. Sax underwear with the ballpark pouch changes the game, period.
So you didn't have like instant success as soon as you stepped in your rookie year. You worked your ass off, and it built like momentum, right? What are you saying to the rookies, and what's that conversation look like to be able to get them to be, one, hitting their potential their first year, but to be able to contribute to all the momentum you guys have going into this season? Because those guys are going to have to play.
Yeah, I just think – the main thing that I try to tell the rookies is just stay level-headed. Like that's the most important thing, because you're gonna have great days, you're gonna have bad days. There's gonna be ups and downs. There's gonna be ebbs and flows, things of that nature. But like just staying the course and following and being strict and consistent with your routine is gonna help you make those great days be every day. You know what I mean? And that's what I live by, like doing all the things that I do. I don't just do a routine just to say, oh yeah, I did my routine, and I'm doing it with purpose and I'm working with intentionality. Like that's the whole point of it. And as young guys, the quicker you can figure that out, that's you're going to have the best chance of having success early. So yeah, like I've talked to Jack, I've talked to a lot of the young guys. I'm like, just stay level headed, just say less and do more. You know what I mean? There's not, at this point, you're a rookie. You're trying to earn the respect of your teammates. Your mouth and talking about what you're going to do is not going to do anything for you on the field. The guys respect you by showing what you can do on Sundays and every day on that field in practice and in the weight room. So that's really my message to them. And they've been awesome. The rookies, every rookie class is different, but seeing how they've been so far has been amazing. So yeah, they're getting to it for sure. And also, totally random but breaking news. Rach just came in here on the phone. Big shout out to our boy, AJ Cole, agreed to a 4-year, $15.8 million extension with $11 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid punter in the NFL.
Let's go. AJ, right after he gave up his number, he gets a bag.
Come on,
selfless. Now. He's a weapon, and now he's paid, and he's a Raider he's locked in.
He's locked in. Shout out AJ Cole, bro.
Cole. No offense, he might have been your guys' one of your best players, if not best player there for the last couple of years. AJ's a weapon.
He's an absolute weapon, bro. He's an incredible punter. Shout out to the 2019 draft class. He was undrafted, but he was still a part of our class. Now he's 2-time first-team All-Pro, highest paid punter. Dude's a savage. Big shout out to you, AJ. Great teammate, too.
Man.
Big time.
I love punters. Not a big specialist guy, but I'm a big punter guy.
Big punter guy. Yeah, all right, boys. I think it's time to bring in our guest, huh? I think it might be that time.
I guess for everyone that's tuning in, for our guest that's coming on, Doe Boy, why don't you tell us and give us a little background, how you guys got introduced with each other, him coming on the show. Hey, we told you guys here at The Rush, there's a lot of variety. We're going to do comedians, players, whatever you name it, we're doing it. You know what I mean? We're trying to just bring the content to you guys. Also, if you guys haven't been, like, subscribe, comment down below. We love you guys. You've been doing that, but continue to do so. And comment, spam this video. Whatever you guys need to do, show out for the boys, please. We appreciate you guys.
Amen to that. Amen to that. To all the fans tuning in, we love you guys. You guys are freaking dialed, locked in, loaded. We appreciate you, bro. We're going to keep pushing out the content. But yes, Doe Boy. We go a couple years back. Started off with Madden, talking some shit back and forth. We're going to play each other in Madden. And then we just became boys and just stayed tapped in. He's signed to, everyone knows my favorite artist, Future. So he's free bands. He's an absolute, he's a legend for that alone. You know what I mean? Future is my guy. But Doe Boy, young rapper, has put out a lot of classics, and he's a diehard sports fan. This dude swears he's in the NFL or NBA or whatever he's in. But, he's a diehard sports fan, and he's a Cleveland guy. And we know we got 2 Ohio boys in here. I feel like it just makes too much sense. And you guys get to have your LeBron moment. I'm sure it's about to come up here soon. You hear all your Cleveland talks, but I feel like it's just necessary. And he's a great dude. One of my good buddies. And, he's a perfect guest for The Rush.
Yeah. We're all witnesses.
We're all witnesses, He
said it.
I said it.
Wow. We got a LeBron fan in the making.
So I've been searching forever for a protein shake with clean ingredients that actually taste good. I got introduced to Slate protein drinks by my brother, Dana White, and I was hooked immediately. Slate is hands down the best protein shake on the market. It tastes incredible. All of the flavors are incredible, but I can't stop drinking the French vanilla, which legit tastes like melted ice cream. What I eat can have huge effects on my performance, so I'm always paying attention to what I'm putting in my body. Each can of Slate has 20 grams of protein, 100 calories, and only 1 gram of sugar. I drink 2 of them, actually, after every workout, and I drink 2 every single morning. And that is not a lie. I know I'm an investor, and I know I'm part of the team, but
I'm telling you the truth because Slate is a part of my everyday routine. Plus, it's made with no artificial ingredients. That means no artificial sweeteners or flavors. I drink Slate every single day, and now my teammates are drinking it as well. If you're looking for a pick-me-up, Slate has a line of high-protein iced coffees that have 20 grams of protein plus as much caffeine as 2 cups of coffee. I mean, it's a double whammy. Unbelievable. Start your day the right way. Sometimes, instead of the coffee, I'll grab the mocha latte to get extra protein in the morning. You can find Slate everywhere at retailers nationwide, including Walmart, Target, Kroger, Safeway, and Albertsons. Looking to get Slate delivered directly to your door? Get 15% off your order on slatemilk.com with code RUSHPOD. That's RUSHPOD. Go get that right now. Slate Milk, best protein shakes in the game. We're going to start this off today. Obviously, I mean, you don't even need an introduction, but today we got a Cleveland legend in the building today, signed to the one and only Future. Everyone knows I'm a diehard Future fan. This man is signed to him. Yeah. He has multiple hits. I'll give this dude the title of the Underground King because he's big, but people don't really know yet, and he's still got a lot of hits on the way, and he's got many more albums on the way. But good friend of mine. You know, we got Link playing some Madden, talking shit, and now we're here today. But we got the legend, the one and only Doe Boy in the building. Big shout out to you, brother.
For sure, man. I appreciate you having me. I've been waiting to come on here too.
I know.
So I'm glad. I'm honored.
No, 100%, bro. It's only right, and he is not lying about that. He's been back and forth, been on my ass. He's like, bro, let's get on the pod. He's like, let's talk our shit, let's talk some football. So, we're glad you're finally here. But we like to start our show with a 2-minute drill. So we can hit you with some rapid fire questions. You can answer as short or as long as you possibly want. But I got a few here today for you. So we're gonna get this popping right now.
For sure.
First question: Future or Tupac?
Future.
Easy work. You're gonna piss a lot of people off, though. I'm just letting you know.
I don't care, cause this is what they gotta understand. They gotta understand. I'm young, so at the end of the day, I love Tupac to death. I love him as a person, like from watching his interviews and watching all the clips that I see of him on the internet. And I know like some of his music, but I wasn't like a diehard Tupac fan because I just didn't come up in that era. So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree with me on that. So, it's definitely Future.
That's real.
And I'm
shit.
not being biased. Even if I wasn't signed to Future, I'll say that.
That's like the people that argue LeBron's not the GOAT, but that's because they were in the era before. We don't care.
Y'all never even watched Jordan play. This be the craziest part to me.
Can I get to my next question? Can I get to my next question?
I'm just warming them up. I knew this
was a bad idea. 3 Ohio guys in one building. But next,
yeah, for sure.
LeBron or MJ?
Come on, man, LeBron. Facts.
Give me your reasoning. Give me your reasoning. I want to hear it.
I mean, you can look at the numbers. Mm-hmm. The numbers. LeBron down there got every record. He breaking records that I ain't even know was a record. Like he just, and then the fact, like, even look at like how Michael Jordan was when he got older. Like that Jordan wearing number 45 ain't nothing like how LeBron is right now. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's just like the longevity. And then he just too aggressive, man. Like I get it though. MJ, he dope, and he paved the way, but it's LeBron all day long, man. It's LeBron all day long.
I respect it. See, I respect it. At the end of the day, you got to respect greatness. They're both incredible, and I feel like it really it's like music. It comes down to preference. Because you could say titles, you could look at both sides. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways you could look at it. But I got to respect it. You're an Ohio guy. You know what I mean? That's what we expected. So,
and he did it with way less. You got to think when he originally had like them old calves. That wasn't it. He did it by. Well, I ain't gonna say he did it by himself, but
you said MJ did it way less, right?
But so he would have more rings. Like if he started. When he started his career out, he didn't really have the pieces to help him win all the way. He would have more rings.
He had Julius Augustus.
That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, man.
Zildrunas is a
Wagner,
G.
Eric Snow, like, bro. Come on, bro.
Listen, but this is the only difference. This is my only argument. 100%, you were right. Same with MJ. MJ's first 7 years, he didn't win either because his team wasn't that great. He was still dropping 40 and doing what he was doing, just like LeBron.
But the difference is LeBron took the easy way out. MJ stayed, and they found a way. So that's all I'm going to say. That's my only argument. LeBron created the super team shit. So that's my only other argument. And hey, I respect LeBron. He's all-time great, top 2, 100%.
But you got to look at it too. Maybe people didn't want to come to Cleveland. No offense, we're all from Ohio. We love it, but it's easier for Bron to say, "Why don't you all just come down here to Miami? You can live good, you can eat good. We'll be on the boat. We'll just, you know what I mean? Like your family will love it."
He did that the second time.
I know, but look at Giannis. But that's because they had Kyrie, though. They already had Kyrie.
Yeah, but they brought K Love in. That's a super team.
MJ had a super team.
No, MJ.
Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen, so it was like.
Yeah. I mean, he had Scottie. Had Scottie besides.
You don't think Rodman was a
Rodman was great, but he was a great role player. You know what I mean? He's an all-time great role player. Mm-hmm. I'll say that. Kyrie can give you 40.
Yep.
Kevin Love was average. You know what I mean? It's a little different. But the eras are different. It's hard to compare. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that because we'll argue all day.
The last point, though, for Bron is they hold Bron right now at age 40 to the same standards they did it when he was 20. They're talking about Bron like he's 20 years old still. They're holding him standard that he's 20. It's like he's 40. Because you know why?
No, he is 40.
Because they're threatened at that
throne. It is different, though, because MJ's story was different, though. He won 3 in a row and then retired and then came back when he was 40. It was different. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know how you compare that. It's just, yeah.
Is Ant next up, though, then at least? Can we all agree that Ant's next up, maybe?
Yeah. Ant is like Jordan. He's like the new Jordan.
He is.
He reminds me of him.
I will say that, though. Like, Ant is... Who you like more, Ant or Sha?
Ant.
Ant for me, too.
Ant.
I think Ant has more like he's more of a dog to me.
He's a dog. Yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog. But Sha is too, but Ant just got a little more edge to him. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's the American version and the Canadian version.
Disrespectful. He disrespectful. He
That's spot on. That's spot on.
It's the American and the Canadian version.
Nicer.
Yep.
You got a dog and Ant. I got one that popped up.
Cold, bro. He's so cold.
Not to re-spark this whole Jordan LeBron thing, but how do you think Jordan would have fared in the social media era?
I mean,
he flew under the radar.
They treated him like Michael Jackson back then. He couldn't even walk outside. He had to deal with that shit every day.
LeBron the same way though.
LeBron, I know, but MJ was Michael Jackson. It's different. You know what I mean? Like he legit was at that time, especially because like no social media, it made it even worse. Like he legit couldn't be a human being. Like LeBron is going to the restaurants with his boys and shit. Like MJ couldn't step outside. You know what I mean? It's just it's a little different. But anyway, we could do this all day. But yeah, anyway, Shedeur or Deshaun, who do you want as your quarterback next year?
He good.
I'm getting started.
Honestly, Shedeur. But I love Deshaun though. Like I don't understand all the hate for Deshaun. I just feel like, honestly, I really want Deshaun to go to a different team.
Same.
I want Deshaun to go to a different team, and I feel like he gonna do real good wherever he go. I feel like he gonna make a lot of people regret everything. I don't like the way that the city be treating Deshaun.
I respect that.
Like if you get hurt and you get booed, bro, that's foul. That might be the foulest I ever seen, like in sports.
That is crazy.
Like they cheer for you to get hurt. Like that was crazy.
That's the craziest shit I've seen.
Yeah, he don't deserve that. So I feel like he deserved to go somewhere else.
What do you say to the fans that are booing him because they're saying he's stealing from the organization?
How he's stealing? He didn't steal what he steal. Like it's like
they paid him.
Of course, I'm gonna do the best deal I can. Anybody gonna do that. Anybody, and then this be the thing too. Y'all act like he be doing this on purpose. He didn't hurt himself these years on purpose. Like he didn't do it on purpose. Like he wants to play football. He want to be good. Ain't nobody about to go out there and just be like, "Oh, I got the money. I don't want to play good," because this your legacy at the end of the day. So he trying. It just be certain stuff that go wrong. Like maybe his head. See, at the end of the day, it's all mental. Can I cuss on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, all that shit is mental at the end of the day. So you got to think the fans bashing him, he getting criticized, so he probably can't go out there with his head on straight. Like it's so much pressure, it might be him up, and don't get to the point to where our team ain't the best. Like the line don't be blocking a lot of the times. Like we didn't have a run game, so it's a lot of things that come into effect to where it f***ed it up. Like so, I ain't gonna put all the blame on Deshaun.
I like that.
But Shedeur though, it's new energy, it's fresh, and they got like two totally different playing styles. I feel like Shedeur's style fits the Browns more of like what Stefanski be into. Like another thing, even me knowing Deshaun don't even like playing under the center.
Yeah.
He one of them guys you need to run a spread offense. Like you gotta work him like a Josh Allen. That's why when we got the Bills coach, I thought it was gonna be up. But Stefanski wasn't letting him call the plays. So it's like it kind of defeat the purpose.
That's
you gotta let Deshaun work how he worked, but Shedeur gonna fit our offense perfect though.
And that play action offense. That feeds right into Shedeur's game, low key.
It's gonna be a problem. And honestly, people trying to I see how everybody be doing the Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur thing, and just if we being honest, Shedeur might have failed in the draft, but we have to remember that the whole time he was projected to be the best quarterback in the whole draft, and nothing changed. Like, it's not like he went out there and did something different to where his draft stock tainted, like he went out there and had a bad game where he was playing bad. The media tainted his draft stock. So it's not like he did something wrong playing-wise, so we're not going to forget about his skills. So that's what people need to understand. This man was really supposed to be a number 1 overall pick. We just got him in the 5th round. He gonna come in there and fuck the game up. Watch.
By what week, then, do you think Shedeur starts them for the Browns? What week do you think that is? Let's hear that prediction.
I think he's going to start week 1. I think he's going to start week 1.
Big kid.
See,
that's a bold take. I like
because at the end of the day, if we just being honest, I don't want to seem like I'm like bashing the other quarterbacks, but like we don't have like a Lamar Jackson or somebody to where it'd be like, all right, he got to play the back seat. He got a quarterback room to where he really could come out and win week 1. We don't have a superstar quarterback. I love Joe Flacco to death, but let's just be honest. Is Flacco past his time? Like everybody be real excited about the Flacco thing, and I love Flacco too, and I love what he did when he came in for the Browns. But let's not forget that was only for a couple games. Like, and then so look at him last season. It wasn't like the same type of situation when he had to do more. So it's just like, and then Kenny Pickett, like Kenny Pickett. Like, do y'all think Kenny Pickett better than Shedeur? Like, Kenny Pickett probably not even better than Dylan Gabriel.
No, for real,
honestly,
though.
Like Kenny Pickett, and that's just me being honest. We don't have a star quarterback until now.
I tell you, but
what do you think?
I try my best to always, bite my tongue because it's easy to sit behind a mic and you're talking about real people, and so I can go on a tangent. They'll get me on a Sunday after a Browns game, and I'll air it out. But what I will say is you're giving the Browns too much credit and thinking that they will come to the conclusion that they won't swallow their pride and start Shedeur week 1. So my line in the sand is
they slow.
Exactly. They're very slow.
Yeah,
they're too prideful.
They're not going to
act. Yeah, they're going to act like, we had a plan. We're going to see this plan through. So it's going to be probably, I think, like week 6, right? Like week 6, and then he comes in, and then he'll have a good back half of the season. I personally think he's the best quarterback on the roster. I think he's going to be the best starter for the Browns. But it's going to be a shit show to start this season. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be a shit show. Yep, but they will be playing in Vegas. They are playing in Vegas in November.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Max. Oh yeah, for sure. That's it right there.
You gotta come out to the game,
sure.
bro. Come stay in the suite with us. You already know.
And I'm finna say I even sit on the outside.
Yeah, you gotta wear a 98 though. You gotta wear a Crosby
that's
jersey.
my rule.
I don't mind.
You could wear like a hat, like a Browns hat or something, just to represent.
I'm gonna be over there
but
cheering. They gonna probably jump me over there, but it's cool though.
It's cool,
I might get jumped. But honestly though, for real, back to the starting thing of the Shedeur, I feel like the fans gonna force their hand. I
Low
feel like
key.
the fans gonna force their hand because they gonna get so much backlash. It don't make no sense if Shedeur not the starter, especially if whoever starter go in there and don't do what they supposed to do.
Yeah. Do you low key feel like X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, sometimes controls the situation? Like if you get too much of whatever situation going on and it's nonstop viral or trending, I feel like it actually can, in a weird way, make a difference or can make people make decisions.
Yeah, definitely, because at the end of the day, the NFL is also about money. So
Entertainment.
one thing, what I know for sure, so you, as you can see, y'all tried to like hurt Shedeur and make him wait and tried to humble him, which didn't work. It just made him bigger. But the NFL won't stop posting this man. I ain't never seen a 5th round pick get used this much for clout in my life. I can't get on Twitter or nothing without seeing Shedeur. So it's like the Browns already understand this. Look, since when have a 5th round draft pick been a #1 jersey seller? Like, come on, that it's about the money. So if y'all want people to attend these games and cheer for y'all, we never had this many fans in my life. I never seen this many Browns fans ever. Everybody loved the Browns all of a sudden because of Shedeur. Shedeur got Sexy Red talk about she coming to the first game. Like, so
Hell yeah.
they better start him. They better let him play, or they gonna get dogged every day.
Right in the dog pound
until they do it.
I agree, and that's what. And on top of it too, like you're 100% right about that. Like the social media playing a big, part in that because these owners, like think about the owners in front office and shit. They sit in office all day and just have Sports Center on and have their phone on constant, notifications. All they see is the noise. You know what I mean? So that shit does play a part. And on top of it, the Cleveland owner, Haslam, he was the one that made the call to draft Shedeur 100%.
Exactly.
100%. You could tell when he was still there in the 5th round, they did not plan on drafting him. They picked Gabriel in the 3rd round. There was no reason. They already have 4 quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. He made that call and said, "You're taking Shedeur right now."
I don't care what y'all doing. I'll let you rock out, Barry. No.
We're taking him.
Yeah.
You could just tell. Even the interactive
I'll let you rock out.
Yeah, you saw the reaction of Stefanski and Barry, like when the pick came in, they were just both straight face. So
it was weird, the whole situation.
But I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. They're trying to cover up their tracks.
And now that they getting to know Shedeur and they actually meet him and see that he a good person, he a team person, he doing everything for the locker room. The locker room is gonna force their hand also because they play a big part. They not finna want to play under no Joe Flacco or no Kenny Pickett. They want to play with Shedeur. So
for sure,
he can force their hand. He's gonna start.
No, I totally agree.
He better start.
I agree, bro. We had him on the show. We had him on the show right before the draft too. He's a big friend of the show, bro. And that's the thing too. A lot of people, like you say, the narratives get started and like it just turns into wildfire. And that's what happened with his draft process. But if he goes in there and makes the right impression and gets the locker room behind him, he's going to have a chance to do everything he wants to. It doesn't matter if you get picked first or last. You just seen Brock Purdy just get paid $270 or $260, and he was the Mr. Irrelevant. So like, Shedeur's going to get his shot, whether it's week 1 or week 10 or whatever it is. I think he's going to be at some point in this year. My prediction early on, I said he was going to start by like week 8. That's what I see happening, to be honest.
Yeah,
because people are going to be. It's going to be too loud.
If they wait that long, all season going to be over with by then. If they wait till week 8,
that's what they'll do.
We ain't going to have a chance.
So that's
what they need to do. If worst come to worst, they need to at least let him start by like week 3 or 4. If these first couple games come out and Flacco, they don't even need to let.
They even start Flacco. I feel like they're using Flacco as a backup. I feel like they're using him like if they get a crunch time, big time game and need to get a win or 2 or 3, they know Flacco can do that. You know what I mean? So like, let's say they need to win at the end of the year to get into the playoffs, and Shedeur or somebody's hurt. They're like, we got Flacco, we're good. I mean, 2 years ago was the year of the backup in the NFL. All starting quarterbacks were hurt, and it was all about who's the best backup quarterback. And now you know what I mean? So you got to have 2. Yeah. You got to have 2. At least who can win a couple.
They got good backups.
What's going on with Deshaun though? Is Deshaun? He's out, right? He's not playing.
Yeah, but see, Deshaun might come back like week 8, week something like there. He gonna come in the middle of the season. Like
Oh
he
shit.
healing up. But that's another crazy factor that everybody be forgetting too. Deshaun's still in there.
Yeah,
But
that's I
the
don't know
shit
what.
Haslam came out and said about him, I don't think they gonna let him play for I don't think they're gonna let him start.
I'd let him. Yeah.
No, I don't know. That shit is crazy. It's gonna be all over. That's all you're gonna hear about though. Especially if Cleveland has some struggles, that's all you're gonna hear is start Shedeur, start Shedeur. It's gonna be a whole thing.
I
You
think
already
week
know.
6
I'm
is a
telling you,
game
just
over.
real quick, off the bat, it goes Bengals, Ravens, Packers, Lions, then Vikings, and then Steelers. It's a gauntlet. So it's like
Great schedule.
wheeling them out
Yeah.
there for chaos is like bring them in for the Vikings this area because whatever they're going to try, I'm telling you right now, they're going to be too stuck in their principles with whatever plan. They're not going to start them, and it's gonna go bad early.
You want to
So buckle
entertain?
up, brother.
Roll Shedeur out there for the Steelers game. Game 1 against
it'd
the
be
Steelers.
chaos.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me see.
Right. How about let Shedeur start, and if Shedeur don't do good, let him sit. How about that? Give him a chance. At least let
Oh,
him
you
give him a
mean
chance.
logic? No.
No.
Yeah, right.
It's mental though, too. Though you don't want to start him and then struggle, then
Yep.
sit him and then try to bring him back. You could f his head up. You know what I mean? That's tough, especially with quarterback.
Well, yeah,
It's
true.
it's a tricky deal because you see everybody's different. Some guys come in right away in a great situation and play well, but as a young guy, you come in, you don't want to get benched, and then then they try to bring you back. And like if this is the organization that's backing you, you're supposed to be our guy, and we bench you. Is like you as a player, you're thinking like, damn, do they not really believe in me? Like, you know what I mean? You start second guessing. That shit is important. That's from the out, like from the inside. Like I've seen it before. When you don't have the full backing of the locker room and in the front office, that shit can get tricky fast. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, we're gonna move on. So I want to hit you with this question right out the gate. So obviously I'm a huge Future fan. I've been listening to Future the last 10 plus years. He's been my favorite artist. I listened to him like crazy, and that was the first time I heard you was on Thug's album. That was the first time on So Much Fun. You had a feature on there, and then I started listening to your music. Babyface Ray, obviously Detroit guy. I'm a huge fan of him. So you've been behind the scenes building up your career on and on. But like, how did you first meet Future? Like, how did he first find out about you?
I actually met Future on Ustream. So that was like a some kind of like a Instagram live type thing back in the day.
Yeah.
So you could go live on there, then you could talk to people in the comments and shit like that. So I went on there one day. He had dropped this mixtape called True Story. That was like
Mm-hmm.
2011. So
That's
that's
way
like
back.
right when he had like Tony Montana and shit like that. Tony Montana had just came out on that mixtape right there. So
Mm-hmm.
I listened to it and I'm like, man, he's so hard. Like it's different. It's something I never heard before. I'm like, man, I would sign with him. Like this is somebody that I want to be with. And I told him that. And then
Mm-hmm.
he like, shit, I'll with you. But he just talking. You just tell he ain't even really, he don't even know what the hell he talking to. He just, but one of his guys actually was in the comments and he seen him say it to me and he knew who I was and shit though. So I ended up talking to him afterwards and he was like, yeah, I see Pluto told you that you was free bands and shit though. I'm like, yeah, you see what he said? I'm like, what's his number? He gave me Future number. So I called Future and said, I could tell he didn't even remember who I was. So I'm like, look, telling you I got some shit though. Like, give me a chance. So I start sending my music and he started with me. And then it just kept going on and on. And then we end up having like the same manager and shit. So we lost connect for a little minute. But I had one day, this was like in 2012. I shot this video called Don't Play That. It's a song with Lil Mouse. Back in the day, he was a little
Hell
kid that
yeah.
was going viral with
Little
the Get
Mouse.
Smoke
Yeah.
song.
Bro,
Yeah,
he
so
was
I had the
fire.
song.
Hell
Yeah, I
yes.
had the song with Lil Mouse back in the day and shit. So I just shot that video. I came in the house. My manager called me. He like, hey, I got somebody that want to talk to you. He put Future on the phone. He like, you ready, fool? I'm like, hell yeah. And it was just on ever since.
That's
Yeah.
dope, bro. That's crazy. It shit happens the way it's supposed to, and that's been over what? That's 14 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've been with him that long, bro.
That's wild. That's wild. So I was going to ask you this too. I've always been curious. I'm in the football side of things, and I listen to music every day, every minute of every day. But like, you look at football contracts. Our shit's public and it's out there, and it's for a certain amount of years. How does that work with like music? Is it signed to is it like a yearly thing, or is it a long term, or how does that work? And do you have like an agent that like negotiates with them and shit?
It go by like albums for real. It's not really like a certain year. So it's like, say like I did my major deal with Epic in 2019. What is 2025? And mind you, so if it was like a yearly thing, I would have been out my contract by now, but it goes by albums and shit. So however many albums you negotiate, and you get like paid per album, kind of like how y'all get, like I'm sure y'all get a check every year type shit. Every year you pay, they give you a bonus type.
Like signing bonus thing? Yeah, similar.
So you get paid every time you drop an album, and um your management, I would say your management not really the one negotiating the deal. It's really your lawyer doing everything for real. So the management just like they really taking the calls and shit for you. But like even in my situation, I be working hand in hand with everybody. I be wanting to know what's going on. So like when I was doing my deal, it took me like 8 months before I actually signed type thing. But it's definitely like a negotiation process and shit though. But y'all contracts look way crazier than ours. I'll tell you that. See, because you got to think a rapper, a couple million, the best until you get to like Drake and Future status, then you could get 50 million, 100 million type shit. Y'all could do that shit. Like I'm looking at rookies right now, $30 million contract. I just Travis Hunter just signed for 30 million, shit like that. Rapper ain't getting nothing like that until you really like Pluto status. You got to be up there to get some shit like that. So
Yeah. No, that's facts. It's interesting. I always wondered that side of it, like the business side of it, because you hear a lot of different perspectives on how that goes down. Because a lot of rappers talk about like they talk about some of them say like the most of the money you make is off like shows and shit. You know what I mean? Is that true? Is there truth to that, or is it kind of there's a million different ways? I feel like that's the difference. Like you guys have different streams of income. You know what I mean?
see, to be honest, it depends on because a lot of niggas be in up deals, so their situations be up off the rip.
Yeah,
So the most money they probably do make is gonna be off shows because they not getting 7 figures plus per album type shit. So they
yeah,
say the most money I make is off shows because he probably only got 500,000 one time type shit. So he probably felt like, damn, this ain't nothing type shit though. So if you got a up situation, it don't work out like that. So your features and your shows probably will be the most money that you make. And in some people's situations, because it depends on how much money and how consistent your shows is. Because if you one of them niggas who getting 30, 40, 50,000, 100,000 a show, and you doing like 2, 3 of them a weekend, you could
yeah.
make more money off shows than you make off your albums and shit though. But if you that turn, then that means you getting 7 figures for your album too. So it just really depends for real, for real.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Darren, you got one for him?
Yeah, just from being an Ohio guy, I'm curious. Ohio is not the mecca for sports and in the media type of world, music type of world. What's one of the hurdles that you had to overcome to get to where you're at coming from Cleveland? And what do you have to say to people that are trying to walk the same path?
See, to be honest, if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't even know where the hell I'd be at for real. Cause just like trying to just make it in Cleveland, there's no opportunity out there. So it's like it's nothing music going on. Like it's nothing. It's no connections you can get out there or nothing. You're not gonna walk outside and bump into nobody in the industry or nothing though. Like
Yeah.
it's down there impossible. So I got all my connections off the internet for real, for real. I knew how to network. You have to be good with networking and marketing and shit like that. That shit is down there more important than making music. Like, cause
Facts.
it's people right now who marketing is on point, but their music is ass. So it's like shit. It's
Facts.
all about how you market the shit and put it out there for real. Anybody could do it. You could be from the middle of Idaho and goddamn blow up and be a star. Like that shit don't even mean nothing.
That is real shit. The internet has broke the code literally. And that's
Yeah,
so true
facts.
too. Like that's one thing that stood out too, like just watching you from afar and watching your career, like you're always connected and tapped in with like the biggest of biggest artists, like
The
from
biggest of
Future.
the biggest.
Bro,
Facts.
Drake. I see you with Drake chilling. I see them
Yeah.
commenting, putting comments on your Instagram and shit. Like that stuff
LeBron,
is important.
Thug.
LeBron, all
Yeah.
all the legends, like that shit's important though too, because like I tell this to them all the time, and I tell the rookies that shit too. Like when I was a rookie coming in the game, like I just wanted to learn and be like Von Miller and learn from Von Miller and learn from those guys. And I wasn't that guy yet, but like I started hanging around them, asking them a million questions, start being just doing what they're doing, and then all of a sudden I'm in this position now, and it's not a coincidence because I just followed followed the blueprint because they already laid it out. You just got to be willing to put yourself out there, and I think that's something that you do really well, and that's why you're going to continue having success because you see where you want to be, and you got to be around that to get there eventually.
And that's crazy. You with Von like that too, because Von actually one of the guys I with him too. And then like another thing with you, I've been noticing and shit. You've been getting your respect that you deserve lately too. Like you getting bigger. Like you really done became a household name type shit though. Like when motherfuckers that talk about defensive ends, they gonna say your name. Like you know what I'm saying. So that's good. And it's I like how you market yourself. Like I like how you put yourself out there. That's why I be like, nah, he one of us. Like he like, you just seem like you can look at you and be like, nah, he cool as for real. Like, he be on some fly shit.
He's
Like I love how you
relatable.
be with your family. Yeah,
I
like you feel me? You
appreciate it,
just
bro.
and then look, you like what you just start a football team or something? What you just do? Like what you got going on? College?
I'm
What you just do?
assistant GM. Yeah, I got a assistant GM job in my school. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. Like that's hard.
Yeah,
Look, you doing podcasts. Like yeah, that's how you
no
do it.
doubt. I appreciate it, bro. I think that's the thing too. Like I feel like people are a lot of people are scared to like fully like be themselves out there to the public. Like
Hmm.
and some people take it a certain way. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to be looked at like, oh, is he trying to be something he's not? Like that's something I always took like since I was a kid. Like I used to be super like insecure as a kid. And I never wanted to like I always try to like fit in. And that shit never worked for me, bro. I was miserable. So like once I got like I started growing up, like I was just like, I'm gonna be fully my fucking self. Like so you see me smoking my cigars and getting and my tattoos and my I'm gonna do whatever the I want to do because that's what makes me happy and that's what the fuck I am. Like so like I
Right.
put that out there and it just like literally the shit I do is like is 100% me, and these guys will attest to that. And me and you have gotten close over the years, but that's just who I am. And I think you're like that too. Like you're a street dude from Cleveland, but you're also cracking jokes and people all the time. And like
Facts.
you tell you got real personality. Like I like that you show that shit. So yeah, I appreciate you, bro. You got to give your
Yeah,
flowers when we're
no,
still
facts.
here.
Facts,
That's
facts,
real.
facts. How everything you all the way, you 100% healed, everything great, you good?
Come on, bro. 100%. We're back. Full go. It's been dope. It's been an incredible off season. So it's just been a
I
movie
need I
so
need my
far.
jersey, man. I got all these jerseys. I don't got my Maxx jersey,
Say
man.
less. All right. You already know. You already know. I got you,
So
brother.
I got one for you, and then Max. I know we're going on time here. If you want to go to Mount Rushmore after this, but I just want to know for you, bro. Like, what's your studio vibe like? Like, do you write shit down before you go in, or while you're in there? Are you more off the top? Are you freestyling? Like, I'm just curious. If I could, this is weird, but I wish there was a camera in almost every studio and I could just watch people be in the booth. Like if I was on YouTube, that's what I would love to do constantly. I don't know if that's weird or not, but that's all right. I'll take it. But I would love to just listen people in the studio, watch them work, watch how they get creative, just listen to beats that go hard, like all the above, but curious how you work.
So actually, if since you like into that type of stuff, I actually just did a stream with Reggie. So me and Reggie just did a stream. If you're not familiar with who he is, he like with Casanat and shit. He actually was just at the Streamer University shit going crazy and shit though. But me and Reggie, yep. So me and Reggie just did a stream like the other week, and we recorded a couple songs live, and it should be on YouTube and shit. So you could be able to look at the process and see. So I don't never go in the studio with an idea. Like I always just like I go in there, I vibe out, I play beats and I go through beats. I even listen to like older music at times. I just get like, just catch a vibe and just talk to people, see like bounce off people, like see what's going on, figure out like, okay, I be the made a song off something that we just said. Like I use that and create a whole song. I just freestyle it off the top. Yeah.
Hell yeah. A lot of people have a different vibe. Some people like be silent and by themselves and chilling. Some people like, the 100 strippers in the studio just to get that type of energy. It just,
See
everybody's got
that
their own
type shit.
preference.
See, sometimes I do shit like that sometimes, but a lot of times when I really want to lock in, I don't because I'm gonna be so focused on doing this. I'm not gonna really be in there rapping for real. Like
If you're in there with someone else, like you're in there with Future, is it easier for you if they start flowing first or they start going and then you can kind of feel your way in, almost like a sixth man coming off the bench, right? He's got to see the game and then they come in, or are you more like if you're feeling it, you're going and you'll start it off, you really don't care. Do you get what I mean?
See, it depends on really like the artist who I'm working with. So like sometimes like if I'm working with certain artists, I'll be like I pick the beat and I start it off because if I'm doing a song with this person, I want this song to sound like what I like you for. So like I'm gonna make you do a song with your style that I with the most. So I'm gonna kick that motherfucker off for real. So, but working with a nigga like Future, I always want him to rap first. Like I love when he rap first. He always just gonna rap first anyway with anything he do. Like he always just go first. Like so, it depends on the artist for real.
That's fire, bro. Bro, I was going to ask this too. We'll get to the Mount Rush after this, but I wanted to ask you too. Like I'm originally from Michigan, huge, I got a lot of Detroit roots, a lot of family out there. And Babyface Ray is like top 5, no question to me. How did you get connected with him? Because I feel like you guys, every time y'all make a song together, that shit is fire. So how'd you get connected with him, bro?
So me and Face actually we got real cool because he used to always come over to our studio. Mind you, Future got the studio and shit. We got like a free band studio in Atlanta. And down there, every artist then been through there. Like every artist really then came around and just kicked it with Future for like every artist had a time period where they had just I'll be like, damn, this motherfucker been here for months and months though, like not leaving type shit. Like so Face had one of them periods though, and he just came to the studio. He used to come up there with us every day type shit though. Like so, and then it's like we started a whole little squad together. Like we got this shit called Motion Gang. Like that's like free bands and wavy gang together. Like that's all our shit. Like we call ourselves Motion Gang. So you get what I'm saying? So Face always been like one of my favorite persons to rap with too, because he can actually spit. So it'd be fun rapping with Face. We be in there boxing, like going back and forth. Like me and Face got so many songs together that's so hard. Like I was just talking to Face the other day, like, no, we gotta lock back in. Because we really was supposed to do a mixtape. We was about to do a mixtape before. We just never put it out for real.
Bro, y'all have to do that. You guys have to do that because I'm not gonna lie, bro. The shit y'all have like together, I know it's not a ton of songs out, but bro, every song y'all make together is fire. I got all of them on my phone too. I just put that shit on repeat. Walk Down Again might be my favorite shit you guys have made, low key.
Yeah, that's one of the
I'm not
ones.
gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that's one of the ones.
That shit, bro. Why did they take that shit off of Apple Music? It pissed me off. They took that shit off, bro. You gotta talk to them.
You know why they took it off? Actually, I got it took off because the motherfucker who uploaded it was a fan. It was a fan that uploaded it, and I never put that motherfucker out on streaming platforms. I need to do that. Matter of fact, you're right. I'm glad
Hey,
you
we're
reminded me.
looking
I'm
for
gonna
a
get
new
that up.
intro song for the podcast. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
we have been. We've made a couple calls. I mean, we
I done there
definitely.
be and gave you some because me and Face, like I said, me and Face got some shit. I be and gave you something exclusive.
Hey, you know what we should do? Speaking of Streamer University, we should stream and let people just throw in a bunch of ideas and just pick a winner.
Facts.
Yeah. No. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we can get creative for sure. But yeah, you already know, bro. We appreciate you coming on. We got another segment though. This is where it gets real. It's called the Mount Rush. So it's your top 4. Everybody's different. We got rappers, football players, entrepreneur, whatever. We have a lot of different people come on the show. But for you, we were talking about like, all right, do we hit them with the Mount Rushmore of artists? But there's really not many artists from Cleveland. You could hit MGK, I mean, Bone Thugs, but there's really nothing else. So we're going to ask you, what is your Mount Rushmore of Cleveland athletes all time?
Cleveland athletes of all time.
There's a lot. There's a lot. All sports too, not just football.
LeBron James, of course.
Of course.
Kyrie Irving,
Ooh, okay. The ring solidified that.
Josh Gordon.
Yep.
Josh Gordon, yes. Legend.
Man, I might have to go Denzel Ward.
I like
Whoa.
that. I like that.
Yeah. He originally from Cleveland too. Yeah, I might go Denzel Ward.
I like that.
Denzel been consistently like one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL since he came into the game. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I might have
I
to
thought
go
you were going to say
Denzel.
Terrell Pryor, low key.
I put Terrell Pryor too. I like him back in Ohio State.
Bro, same. I grew up a Buckeye fan. He was my favorite college player, bro. He was cold as
People forget he had like 1,000 yards receiving that 1 year playing receiver for the Browns. He went off.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's a freak athlete, actually. How hard it is to do that.
freak of nature.
Yeah, no, facts.
He was a
facts.
leading receiver for the Browns.
You got Myles Garrett. You got to put Myles Garrett. He's one of them.
You got
definitely.
Joe
definitely.
Thomas, Josh Cribbs.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah, we got a few. Joe Hayden.
Yeah.
Joe Hayden for sure.
Delonte West.
He would say Delonte West. He crazy.
Phil Dawson, the only kicker out there.
I miss Phil Dawson.
Exactly.
I miss Phil Dawson.
Phil Dawson, the only kicker that was worth the shit.
Hey, what was the dude he had a fro for the Cavs when LeBron played? That people used to wear the wig back in the day.
Andy Varejao.
Andy Varejao.
Zildjius Ilgauskas.
Speaking of marketing, his marketing was Abe One in Cleveland.
Hey, Drew Gooden though. He had the soul
Drew Gooden, bum ass. Juwan Wagner.
Mo Williams.
Mo Williams was nice.
I hated nobody worse than Eric Snow though. I hate Eric Snow. He the number one worst player I ever seen play basketball in my life.
Hey, Mo Williams was cold though. When Mo Williams came in, he took them to a different level.
Mo was nice.
Yeah, he was a bucket. Who else did y'all have? You guys, I mean, you had JR
Ricky Davis.
Ricky
what do you
Davis.
mean? Remember the white dude that's from overseas? He won a championship with them, Veladova or whatever. Deladova.
Oh yeah, yep.
He's the Rudy of basketball players. Just a try hard, which worked for him.
Booby Gibson.
Yeah,
Booby Gibson.
Right.
Darius Miles.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. Okay.
Yep.
J.R. Spliff.
J.R. Spliff. He's definitely on there.
I don't know him. I don't think I know him.
J.R. Smith.
He said, I don't know him.
Bernie Kosar.
Bernie Kosar. That's a throwback.
That's a throwback.
And Jim Brown.
Sure. I was going to say, Jim Brown has to be on there, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Sasha Pavlovich.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some pieces. We just ain't never did shit. That's sad, man.
Story of our lives.
It was when Kyrie.
Question, matter of fact. Why would Tom Brady keep skipping past Shedeur like that?
I don't shit.
Man, y'all could have had Ashton Genty and Shedeur. Oh my God.
We got Gino, bro.
Yeah,
we got Gino.
Gino, a dog too. I like Gino. But Shedeur. Shedeur. Do they really think Gino is the long time answer though? Like they probably not even gonna have Gino in a couple years.
I mean, he's 34, but quarterbacks' age is different. He's gonna be here for a while. No doubt. And that's the thing too. Like every team is different. Like you look at the draft and needs and what we wanted. Like we, bringing Pete in and Spytek and Brady and all them. They have a specific like vision of what they want. You know what I mean? And so we're all in on that. So I like how we drafted, bro. We got some dogs.
Who y'all starting receivers this year? Is Jacoby Myers and who y'all got?
Yeah, Jacoby's. So we have Jacoby. Obviously, Devontae left. So it depends. Like it's gonna be open competition.
I love
Bowers. I mean, he's technically a receiver. He's a. You know what I mean? He's gonna get 1,000 yards and 100 catches every year.
10 catches every game. He be going crazy.
He goes nuts, bro. He was a rookie last year. So yeah, we have obviously him, Jacoby. We got Genty, and then the other positions like we have Trey Tucker, who's a speedster, 4.3 guy.
Yeah.
And then we drafted a kid from TCU who might have a chance. And then Tennessee kid, Dante Thornton, the 6'5", runs a 4.3. Like, we have a lot of young guys that are going to have to step in for that role.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll see.
6'5", 4'3" is crazy.
Crazy.
And that's not just like throwing that number out. That like that's official. 6'5", runs a 4.3. He's freaky, bro.
Oh yeah.
So,
He gonna be a problem.
he's gonna be a
That's
problem.
wild.
And what
that's
low
wild.
key, before we let you go, what the Browns should have done is held that second pick, took Travis Hunter, and then they could have took Shedeur with the first pick of the second round. They could have got both dudes.
That's what be pissing me off every time I think about it. But then I be like, okay, whatever. Like, I just got to let it go. But we could have had Travis Hunter and Shedeur. I love the running backs they drafted. I love Junkins, even Sampson. Like, we finna have, that's like that Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb vibes back in, like, it's coming back. Like, we finna do something.
I can't believe they drafted both of them. That shit is cold.
Yeah.
They got two nice ass running backs now.
Got to run the ball in that division, though.
Judkins is a dog.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
And Sampson, he led the SEC last year. Like, he was a steal. Like, so it's finna be. And we still got Jerome Ford too. He pretty decent too for.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything to address the line. That's the issue.
That's the main thing. We just got to make sure everybody stay healthy.
Definitely. Who's gonna be? I know Jedrick Wills is not there anymore. Who's gonna be the left tackle now?
Well, they got DeJuan Jones that's going to probably bump over.
DeJuan was playing right, but
yeah, that's because Conklin came out and it tore his ACL, got hurt last year. But
right. So DeJuan will go back to the left and Conklin will go to the right.
Yeah.
Damn, Conklin's been banged up, bro, for a few years now.
But they extended him, and then right after he was hurt, extended him, and then he got hurt again and was out the whole season.
When he's healthy,
that's wild.
He's a good player.
Solid, yeah, but it's just unfortunate. I mean, he looked like a star next to Jedrick Wills.
I feel like the whole NFL, I don't know what the was going on last year with these injuries, bro. Like,
it was a lot.
This shit is wrong. Like, I don't know what the hell happened to everybody. Everybody was hurt.
Yeah, facts. We leave that shit in the past. That shit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Healthy moving forward, period. I could attest to that. But shit, that's all we got today, bro. We appreciate you coming on. You're an awesome guest. Obviously, we love having football people around. I know you're in the rap game. You're doing your thing. You're crushing on that side. But we know how much
I love sports.
You love sports, bro. And you can't fake that shit. We could sit here for 3-4 hours and talk sports. I already know.
Facts.
But we appreciate you taking the time, bro. We definitely need to have you back on. I'm holding you to that too. In November, I think it's November, right, Darren? We're playing Cleveland in Vegas.
My number 98.
In my suite, bro. You come, all of us will be there. So, yeah, you already know, bro. You're more than welcome. Come chill with the guys, and we'll watch the game together. But like I said, bro, we appreciate you coming on. We'll see you again soon, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
Walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him.